All right, guys, lesson 23. Let's see. Going to do more with the prime and composite numbers today. Um, Question 1 says, do they want you to explain your thinking using division to answer the following? If we look at the first question, it said, is 2 a factor of 84? Yesterday we said that 2 is a factor of every certain type of number. If it's got to be a type of number, 2 will always work. And we came up with the answer that 2 goes into every even number. Okay, so every even number can be split in half evenly. We can divide it by 2. We can multiply 2 numbers to get to 84. If we cut 84 in half, we know it's going to be 42. Plus another 42 is going to be equal to 84. So we can always cut these numbers in half. So 42 plus 42 equals 84. That means 42 times 2 equals 84. This also means that 84 divided by 2 equals 42. So if we want to explain using division, we can actually show the division. And we can also say, in fact, that yes, 84 is divisible, or is an even number. I guess we could just say that is an even number. Okay, that's part of it. And then we just say that and 2 is a factor of every even number. 2 is a factor of every even number. Okay, that's an in-depth explanation. I would just say, is 2 a factor of 84? Yes, 2 is a factor of every even number. I would probably say that this is the most important part of your answer right here, because if you know this, you will know every number that's even is divisible by 2. Let's take a look at this next one. Is 2 a factor of 83? Well, this is the opposite. No, 83 is odd. No, that's what you should write. No. Okay, no. 83 is odd. And 2 is not a factor of odd numbers. So that's the proof for that one. No, 83 is odd. It can't be it's not evenly divisible by 2. You can cut 83 in half. You can come up with 41 and 41, right? 41 plus 41 equals like 82 with a remainder of 1. But it's not going to be an even. You can't divide it evenly and just have it come out to one nice answer. It's going to be that, or it's going to be a decimal or a fraction. So it's not evenly divisible by 2. All right. Is 3 a factor of 84? Well, let's prove it with, we'll do long division. Let's say we'll put 84 inside the house here. We'll put the 3 outside. Let's see if 3 actually goes into 84. Okay, you probably could beat me on this one, but I'll do it. You can jump ahead and try to go faster. You've got this written down? Okay, you can race me here. Okay, 3 times 2, I can go in there. That'll get me as close as I can get, which is 6. All right, 6. Now I have to subtract 8 minus the 6, and that gets me 2. And that's smaller than the 3, so I know that works. So I always check and say, well, is 2 less than 3? Yeah, okay, so I've got enough. Now I'm going to bring my arrow, put my arrow here and bring down my 4. Will 3 go into 24 exactly? Yeah. Yeah, 3 times 8 is 24. And 0, no remainder. So I've proven it. So is it a factor? Yes! Exclamation marks. I'm so excited. Yes, it is. Just yes. There's my explanation. Right there is long division. All right. Is 2 a factor of 92? Yeah. Because, yes. 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 Because, I'm going to close that up. 92 is even. That's fast and easy. Yes, because 92 is even. Let's go to the next one here. The 6 a factor of 84. Well, let's prove it with long division. Let's go ahead and put 84 in the house and see if 6 will go into it. 6 goes into 8. Closest I can get is 1 time. Subtract, I get 2. 2 is smaller than the divisor, so we're good. Put my arrow, bring down my 4. Does 6 go into 24? And it does. Do you know how many times? I bet you know how many times. 6 goes into 24. Well, 2 6s is 12, 3 6s is 18, 4 6s is 24. No remainder. Life is good. So, yes again. Yes, yes. Going on to F. Let's see if F, 4 is a factor of 92. Okay, I'm going to do long division here too because I'm not sure. I don't know my 4s over about 44 or 40, I don't know them too far up. So I got to know how many times is 4 going to 92. I don't memorize that. So I would put 92 in the house, put 4 outside. 4 goes into 9. Yes, it does. It goes in there as close as I can get is 2 times. Because that will get me to 8. Awesome. 9 minus 8 is a, well, I bet you know, 1. Bring down the 2. 4 goes into 12? Yeah, it does. So I'm good to go. 4 goes into 12 exactly. Do you know? You can beat me on this one. Go ahead. 3 times. That's 12. And since I subtract and I get 0 as a remainder, it is a big yes for this one. 4 is a factor. Yes, because 4 times 23 equals 92. We just proved it right there. Right? 4 times 23 equals 92. It's a factor. It's 5 a factor of 84. Ha-ha! I love this one. This is easy. 5s, when you count by 5s, you would say, oh, I know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, I noticed something about they always end in 5 or a 0, 5 or a 0, 5, or the next one's a 0. So if it doesn't end in 5 and 0, it can't be. 5 can't go into 84 because it doesn't end in a 5 or 0. I'm just going to say no. Because, whoops, I messed up, made an A there. Because 84 does, there's a funny word you guys misspell a lot, D-O-E-S, does not, no, because 84 does not end in a 5 or 0. That's it. The only numbers that are divisible by 5 are numbers that end in 5 or 0. So no. No on that one. Is 8 a factor of 92? Again, long division will tell us, because I don't know. 4 worked. Do you think because 4 worked, 8 works? Let's find out. 92. Will 8 go in there? 4 did go into 92. Let's see if 8 works. 8 goes into 9 1 time. Okay. That's cool. That's 8. Subtract. I got 1. Arrow to come down. That 1 is smaller than 8, so I'm good. So I got 12 here. Does 8 go into 12? Well, no, it goes in there just 1 time. Uh-oh, here we go. Now we got 8. Oh, 12 minus 8 is 4. We got an 11, a remainder 4. Remainder 4. So, is 8 a factor of 92? No. Not an even one. Because 8 times 11 equals 88 plus 4 equals the 92. You're going to have to do the remainder. We have to take the remainder and stick it in there. So no, it doesn't. It doesn't work. No. Next page. Let's go to the next page. See what we got here. Okay. Oh, more. More and more. Oh, wow, this looks really hard. Use the associative property to find more factors of 24 and 36. Associative property means who are we going to associate with? Well, all we have to do is, see this 2 right here? It came down here and it's right here still, so it really hasn't changed. So I'm going to use a green arrow to say that one didn't change. Okay, I'll pick a different color here, blue. This 12, though, is going to come down here, and it's going to become something different. We have to show 12 as a multiplication. Oh, okay, so 2 stays the same. Okay, so now 12 really equals 4 times 3. Okay, so that's the same thing as 12. All right, now look what happens here. Since 4 times 3 times 2 is 24, it also stands to reason that if we do the 4 times 3 first and get 12 times 2, we're going to get 24. But also stands to reason that if we break the 4 off, he's going to come right down here, that if we do the 3 times 2 first, it will still be part of the factors, because 4 times, these are factors of 24. Oh, I see. So if 4 can be split away, then we can take 3 times 2, and that can become 6. Now, I didn't have a 6 in the original problem, but look what happens. 2 came down and stayed 2. 12 broke up into its factors, and then I borrowed the factor from the 12 and stuck it with a 2 in a different order, and because it doesn't matter what order I multiply, it can be called 6. Ha ha. So the 4 comes down. 4 times 6 also equals 24. Weird. Does 24 equal 24? Yes. That means the balance is maintained between both sides on our little teeter-totter. So we're splitting up on a number into its factors, and then we're giving one of the factors to the other multiplication, and we're coming up with a brand new multiplication table. So what we decided is that 12 times 2 is 24. But also, 4 times 6 is equal to 24 by this method we just used, where we used the associative property. Associative means to associate is to hang out together. Well, instead of these guys hanging out together first, we'll let these guys hang out. Mr. Leonard, can 3 sit with 2? Sure. Can 4 sit with 3? Yes. We can associate them differently. Let's try the next one. 36, well, they're asking us how many 4s are in 36. Okay, 4 times, I believe it's 9. Okay, so we'll put 9 right here. Check my math if you want to, make sure I'm right. But 9, 4 is staying 4 here, and he's not going to change at all. He's just a multiplication. He's a small number. We could break up the bigger number, though. They want us to break that bigger 9 into something times 3. 9 can become the same answer as 3 times 3. So here's the factors of 9. Here's 4. So 3 times 3 times 4 is still equal to 36, even though it's split up. We could say 3 times 3 times 4. Well, since we can say 3 times 3 times 4 is the same as 36, we can also say 3 times 3 times 4. Let's do this part first. And that became 12, because 3 times 4 is 12. This guy's sitting here waiting. He's like, what about me? Oh, I'm just going to write you here. All right, since he split away, and we'll split these guys off, and we'll do this problem on the side. Oh, okay, so what I've come up with is 3 times 12. Is 3 times 12 equal to 36? It should be. If the balance is maintained between the sides, it should be. We can check it over here. Times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. Yeah, it really is 36. Does 36 equal 36? It does. So I give myself a big star. The balance between both sides is the same. They weigh the same on this side as they do on this side. Do we have to do this on our own? Let's do it. We can do it. We can do it. Let's keep the 7, because I want to break the 8 apart. Okay, so 7's going to come down here. He's going to stay over here on the side for a minute. And I'm going to break 8 into its factors. Something times something. I'm going to do 2 times 4? Or 4 times 2? I'm going to do 4 times 2 because it makes a really easy multiplication between 2 and the 7. 4, he's going to just come down, hang out by himself for a while, times 2. But I'm going to regroup and associate 2 and 7 together instead. So 2 times 7 is going to be my new number. I want to pull these guys apart and say, hey, you guys multiply together. Wait, wasn't I supposed to multiply times 8? And we're like, yeah, but he became 4 times 2. And then we just keep the 4 and we'll slide the 2 over to you. What? Really? You could do that? Yes. Okay, so this should equal 56 on this side. It should stay balanced. Okay, 56 should still be balanced here. So 56 should still be equal to 4, we'll keep him, times the answer to 2 times 7, which is 14. So 56 is 4 times 14, which is 56, equals 56. Now, you might check and see if 4 times 14 really works. You could do it over here on the side. 14 times 4, wait a minute, 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5, it's 56. Yeah, it checks out. Just to make sure we're not doing something weird. Okay. Which one do you want to break apart here? We could break the 9 apart, or we could break the 8 apart. I'm going to go with the 8 because they seem to just be sticking the second number over on the side. We'll just throw 9 over here, times 9. You don't have to do this weird arrow if you don't want to. I'm just showing you where it came from. But we can put times 9 over here, and then we'll break the 8 up into, and I'm just going to put an arrow to show you where I'm putting it. I'm going to break 8 into 2 times 4. I'm going to do that. 2 times 4. Okay. And this is going to be 72 that's equal to. All right, so 2 is going to sit by himself and sit out this one for a minute. Hold on, 2. Sit out, because we're going to do this 4 times 9, okay? So we're going to have you do 4 times 9 first and get these guys grouped up first. So 2, hang out. We're going to go over here. We're going to reassociate. This is the association of 2 and 4. We're going to associate 4 and 9 together using the associative property. It says we can do any order we want to and get the same answer. So 2 times 4 times 9 is also 72. 2, hang out for a minute. Okay, we're going to get 4 times 9 is 36. I think we had heard that earlier. So 2 times 36 is still 72? I don't know, you think so? I'm pretty sure 72 is equal to 72. This should be 72. We don't have to put parentheses around it. 36 times 2? I don't know, you want to check it? 36 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. It's 72. It works. It's true. It really did. Try this one. Okay, maybe this is a good time to try this one on your own. You want to stop the video, pause, take a look. I'm going to get it started for you. If you want to help, a little bit of help get started, remember we're going to move the 10 over here. He's going to be coming over here by himself. We're going to break the 8 into 2 numbers. Okay, whatever you want to pick for those 2 numbers. Okay. Then this guy is going to sit here by himself and wait it out while we multiply these 2 numbers, the whatever you picked here, times the 10. Do the answer to this one first. We're going to get this answer, and this answer just comes down. He's going to come down again. And then we should get 80. This should be 80, because 80 is equal to 80. All these are going to be equal to 80. Equals 80. 80 equals this, and 80 equals this. And 80 equals 80, and we're done. Try that one on your own. See if you can do that. Number 4. Let's see what we got here. Number 4, the first statement is false, the second statement is true. Explain why using words, pictures, numbers. If a number has a 2 and a 4 as a factor, then it has 8 as a factor. Whoa! The first statement is false, yes. The second statement is true. Explain why. I'm going to just say, look, 2 and 4 work, but 8 doesn't. We just proved that up here. Where was that? Was that on the first page? I think we had something just like that that proved it. Let me go back to the first page. Which one was it? 4 is a factor. Here it is. This is it. 92 is even. 4 is a factor of it. But whoa. But 8 was not. 8 didn't go into 92 evenly, but 4 worked. So there's our proof right there. Just because 2 and 4 work does not necessarily mean that 8's going to work. I'm going to say, for example, I'm just going to say on this side, 92, right? Number 2 and 4 is a factor, that 8 is a factor. That is false, right? False. Because 92 is divisible by 2 and 4, but not 8. We just saw that happen just on the first page of our work. Now wait a minute. The next one says if a number has 8 as a factor, then both 2 and 4 are factors. Oh. Yeah. Because any even number always makes an even number. Whoa. And any even number is always divisible by 8. But will the factors of 4 work? Good question. 28 has 2 and 4 as a factor, but not 8. Any number that can be divided exactly by 8 can also be divided by 2 and 4. Okay. We're just going to say, as a rule, we're going to make this statement right now, that if 2 and 4 work as factors, 8 will also. That's a rule. I don't know how we're going to prove that. We'd have to prove it with all the numbers in the world, but it is a fact, okay? So we'll just go with the fact. Fact. I'll give you a fact here. If 2, well, we'll put that, write the numbers here, I'll just put 2. If 2 and 4 are, oh, I shouldn't write it that way, because 2 and 4, no, if 2 and 4 are factors, not necessarily 8 will be a factor. I'm going to have to go, sorry about that, if 8, we'll start this one, sorry, 2 and 4 doesn't necessarily mean 8 will work, but if 8 is a factor of any number, any number in the world, then 2 and 4 are also. It's going to work. So if somebody asks you, factors of 8 might be 40. Okay, numbers that 8 is a factor of is 40. 40 is a factor, right? It's 40. The factors of 40 are 1 and 40. 2 goes into it times 20. Does 3 go into it? No. Does 4 go into it? Yeah, 4 and 10. And 5 goes into it. Ooh, I ran out of room. 5 and 8 work. So 40, if 8 is in here, 2 and 4 also appear in the list of factors, always. No matter any number that has 8. And you can look at your multiplication tables and look down through. You can say, oh my gosh, you're right. All the 8's tables, all 2 and 4 will go into those. Odd. But not necessarily if 8 is a factor of a number, then 2 and 4 will also, this is the problem, because 92 is divisible by 2 and 4. They happen to be in the list. When you list 92's factors, 2 and 4 show up, but not necessarily 8. But if you definitely have an 8 in the factor list, you will definitely have 2 and 4 listed in there also. Weird. And that brings us up to our exit ticket that I'll be handing out to you. Thanks.